Hi, welcome. It's time for a campaign update and a state of my campaign. My name is Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki. I am a presidential candidate for the 2028 presidential election, but also the 2026 House of Delegates election here in West Virginia. And I welcome you. I have a website. It's susan4usa.com. That's again Susan for the number 4 usa.com. I need to state this that as far as running for House of Delegates here in West Virginia, I filled out all the paperwork, and over this past weekend I did the financials for it. And so I am waiting to hear from them on if I'm official or not. So that's where I am with that. And then as far as running for president in 2028, I have not made that official, but it is more or less official. So I am not giving up on the U.S. people, and I'm not giving up on the West Virginia people. We have a country that's out of control, run by the Democrats and Republicans, and they put it there on purpose. And so to dismantle it and take it apart and change and bring change, it takes people to keep the people that are working in offices in the government on their toes and keeping them doing the right thing. And there's a lot of people doing bad things and manipulating things. And over the weekend I discovered that the electric company, which is for, the whole state, they're supposed to be, providing electricity, which they do. I mean, I can't complain. I have electricity. But they shouldn't price gouge the people. Electricity is not a for-profit organization. Yes, it could be that you make profit, but not by gouging your customers. Just because you think that everybody's got electric lights on at Christmas time doesn't mean you can add an extra $200 to everybody's electric bill. And because they're so busy, they're paying it, and then they forget about it, and then you've stolen $200 from your customers, and not just one, is from seemingly almost all. Particularly women are targeted with this extra fee. And then because it's cold, you've now decided to charge some people $300 for no apparent reason. This is West Virginia Electric Company. This is Mon Power, and this is First Energy. Now, First Energy Corp has electricity for not only West Virginia, but Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, I believe, and there might even be more. But those are the ones off the top of my head. And it seems that they're just randomly, or maybe it's targeted, but picking certain people and charging them extra money. And it does seem to be heavily female. So this is unacceptable, and I'm working on a solution. But the real point is that, sorry, electric companies do not have the right to put an extra charge on people just because they think they should pay more. If I don't have a lot of extras, which I don't here, I don't have running water, so there's no electricity needed for flushing a toilet because I don't have running water. There's no electricity needed because I don't have a water pump to pump water around. So when my bill is $50 a month, it's $50 a month. And that's what I expect to pay. I don't expect to pay $300 a month because you have decided I should pay more money. Mon Power. Shame on you. And like I said, it seems like there's more than one person with this issue, more than me. So you'll be hearing from us. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Then, so my campaign for the West Virginia people is going on. I'm fighting not you, but fighting for you. And I hope that we have a good result. I mean, I've already been fighting for your right to have your votes counted legally and officially and without corruption, but that is so far not working. Because, last year they had an election apparently, but didn't tell anybody about it. And this year it looks like the Democrats and Republicans are still going to use my tax money and your tax money for their primaries when they're political parties. They don't own the country. They have no right to use our tax money for their elections in their own parties. And especially not to use our tax money and our resources as a country, as a government, as a state, and then tell certain West Virginia citizens that they can't vote because they're not Republican. This is not acceptable. This is not what the USA is about. You don't use my tax money for your political party. Period. Political parties do not own our country. They do not own our state. They do not own our town. They might be the majority, but you don't own us. You have no right using my tax money for your propaganda and for your election. You go rent a place and hold your own damn election there. That's what you do. Republicans and Democrats and even the Mountain Party and even the Libertarian and even the Constitution Party. No, you do not use public funds for the state on your elections. Unconstitutional, unacceptable. It's fraud, it's corruption. Go do your own election without using our election material. No. 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 If we have to vote on a sheriff, if we have to vote on a judge, that's one thing. That then gets done. But to vote on who's the best Republican or who's the best Democrat, no. Sorry. Unacceptable. No. Okay. So I don't think I can say more here. I'm already working for you, West Virginia, in many, many ways. And USA, I'm also working for you. This is also about you. So tell your governor, tell your state legislature, tell your president, tell everybody, this is unacceptable. Primaries are for offices only and not for political parties to slip their little decision making in, and they don't even use it, because then they have usually another event that comes up after where they make their final decision, the convention. So it's a joke that there's even this thing called primaries, and that the parties have been able to use it for so long and nobody says anything. If I'm a U.S. citizen, I have the right to vote. You don't have the right to turn me away from voting at the voting booth that I'm paying for. Got it? So, like I said, USA, West Virginia, Morgantown, Core, I'm already working for you. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki. Eventually, if you're going to be voting for me, just put in Susan Buchser. That's SUSAN BUCHS like Susan ER. That's all you have to write. They'll know it's me. And your vote will hopefully be counted. I mean, I'm hoping to get things changed before the next election cycle goes through. And that's where we are, folks. So if you want to find out more about me, I have a website. It's susan4usa.com. That's Susan, the number 4, USA.com. And I am, was state of my campaign. So that is the state of my campaign. I'm being compliant. And I also did my FEC filing too before the end of January. So that's done too. So, I'm doing the paperwork. And doing more, being a concerned citizen for all of us. State of the Union is coming up next, and then State of the World is coming up. So there'll be 3 parts today. There might even be more. I might have to restructure this in a different way, because I think what you really need is my opinions on different topics, so topical topics like the Border Patrol people and abortion and the economy and so on. So I may do some other smaller segments eventually, but for right now I'll still stick with this format, at least for Sundays, and let's see what happens in the future. So that's my story for right now. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Have a good day and stay warm wherever you are. And, don't forget to take some water and extra blankets with you and matches and emergency kit for winter if you're driving. Okay.